into it. So yes, that's Kanam, one of the ancient deities. So if you just watch the spiritual situation ancient deity video, then you will have a thorough understanding of who Kanum is. So if you need to go back and watch that video or go back and get that booklet so you can understand that, check that out. Greetings, everybody. I'm Jazzy Jams. As you come in the room, can you please hit the like button? If you haven't hit the subscription button and the notification button, also do that as well. If you can share the video, yes, gratitude for the shares. Appreciate you. Okay, so um, Noah's Ark. So this is knowledge that I put together, studying, doing classes, things of that nature. So um, this is my intellectual property. That's why I created a booklet. So let me know if you're interested in the e-booklet of Noah's Ark. Okay? So just to give you a little knowledge about Noah's Ark, okay? According to the Bible, it says that God was created, that God created man in his image. So we know for a fact that we are created in our mother's image, our mother and our father's image, right? And we look just like our mother and our father. We look just like our mother's mother, or our father's mother, or our father's father, so on and so forth. We look just like these people that we come from. So this is why we call these people our ancestry. This is why we call these people our bloodline, our ancestors, right? Our genetics, our heredity, these people, right? Okay, so um these people that we come from, this bloodline, so Noah's Ark. According to the Bible teaches us that Noah's Ark basically is a ark that was built by a man named Noah. And Noah took all these animals and put these animals on this ark in order to preserve their life, in order to sustain their life. So this is where the whole Noah's Ark story come from. Okay, so Noah went and built this ark, and this ark supposed to have two of every animal in it. And you know the story according to the Bible. Well, I'm telling you the spiritual aspect of this story, of how it started. And you draw your own conclusion from there. But let me elaborate spiritually what Noah's Ark is. So Noah's Ark is the womb. I'll repeat, Noah's Ark is the womb. And God had a covenant with Noah. So if God had a covenant is a agreement. A covenant is a contract. A covenant is terms and conditions. So your body is your karmic vehicle. Your body comes from your mother and your father and your ancestral bloodline. Your body is determined based off your biology, your genealogy, your inheritance. This is genetics. You inherit these traits and these characteristics from your bloodline. So these issues and things that you have to work on in your life are inherited. It's in your bloodline. and it comes from the womb, because in the womb is where the contractions are. That's the contract, that's the covenant that you have between you and God. Because in this womb is where it is determined whether you gonna be a woman or a man. In this womb is where it's determined who your parents will become. In this womb is where it's determined what type of life you gonna come to, what type of person you gonna be. Was you in a low frequency womb, or was you in a high vibrational womb? Because those that do matter, and that do have everything to do with karma. Because the moment of your conception, your heartbeat was established, and your heartbeat matches the heartbeat of your mother and father, because your father and mother had to come on one accord in a rhythm and harmony in order to create you a vibration. So you are basically music that was created by your mother and your father, depending on whether they was on key or not, was they in tune or not, was they on the right frequency or not. But you still a product of that creation, whatever they created. So that has something to do with your biological soul contract. So that is literally the covenant that you have with God. Who will be your mother? Who will be your father? How your thinking will be established. How you react, the trials and tribulations that you will face here on earth. What you will have to go through and overcome in order to make you who you will become. Your steps that have been ordered. Your covenants. Okay, so Noah had a relationship with God. God told Noah that he was going to flood the earth. Men was wicked in the earth. So God was going to destroy the earth and everything in it. So years and years of living as a person, you do wicked things on earth, right? You do wicked things in your heart. You betray people, you be jealous of people, you be envious of people, you lie on people. You know, you did right by people, you did wrong by people, all of that, right? In your one lifetime, right? So once you live this one lifetime, there will be a flood. So what is that flood? That flood is the chemical reaction that you're going to have when you leave your physical body. Then you're going to find yourself immersed inside of water, inside of a womb, on your way back, because you have to think about in a duality when Set, the ancient deity, destroys everything in your life. And then you link up with Anubis. Anubis takes you from the tomb and takes you into the afterlife. Once you go into the afterlife, you are just walking into a new life. So when you are walking into a new life, you will see Canaan. This is where you'll see Isis, and you will see Nephthys. Because once you become Osiris, who has been chopped up and divided and conquered by Set, greetings, greetings. So once you become Osiris, that has been chopped up and conquered by Set, Isis and Nephthys will put you back together again. So you go through the grieving process. Your family go through the grieving process. They going through the funeral rites. They going through the dark nights of the soul. They're mourning the loss of a new of your body of you. So as that process is going through, that's nepotism. And as they're going through losing a life is on its way here, because that's the duality. Nothing dies, it just transforms. It just changes shapes. It just takes on another role. It just takes on another figure. It just takes on another skin. Because we talked about Isis being the skin shedder, being able to shed skin, going into a new life, going into a new dimension. And you can't take this old skin into the new dimension. So this is why you have to become a new skin. You have to become a new being. And you really have to be born again. Not born again in this life, but literally born again in a new life from the womb, from a place not built with man's hands. So I just did a live on the ancient deities. Yes, yes, greetings, greetings. Yes, I just did live on the ancient Egyptian deities. So make sure y'all check out the ancient Egyptian deity live for sure. Yes. Greetings, greetings, everybody coming in the room. Greetings, people that's gonna watch the replay. So, if y'all watching the replay, or y'all watching live, or y'all watching now, can y'all please hit that like button? Yes, hitting the like button is everything. That's how you let YouTube know that you like this video, because I'm a content creator and I create content on YouTube. And in order for me to raise my algorithms, I'm going to have to get some likes. In order for me to get compensated, I'm going to have to get some likes. So if you like this content, especially if you made it to this part of the video, please hit that like button. Gratitude. If you new here, hit the subscription button, hit the notification button. I'm gonna be creating content here. Okay. So gratitude to everybody. Make sure you check out the videos that I have been creating. I have been putting my TikTok replays up. I know that they're long, but it's a lot of knowledge on there. It's a lot of gems in there, and it's very worth it. People going live showing pictures of their cities, people going live showing information about cemeteries, historical sites, historical buildings, things that you must see with your own eyes. Yes. Okay, so gratitude for the likes, comments, and all the good energy. Yes. And also, I have this ebook available if you're interested. So make sure if you're interested, you reach out and let me know that you're interested in this ebook, because I got this knowledge here for you. But let's go. Noah's Ark. So we are created in our mother's and father's image. So the image is not just physical images, these are spiritual images as well. Meaning you can have your father anger problem. You can have your mother compulsive habits. You can have your grandmother's um, habits. You can have your great grandmother's habits. You know, so on and so forth. So when I say you created in your mother's and father's image, I'm talking about your mother's father's mother and father, and your mother's father's mother and father, and so on and so forth to infinity and beyond. That's a lot of people who images that you are created in. So that means that's a lot of characteristics. That's a lot of moods. That's a lot of emotions, right? So that's what you're dealing with. So you got to be aware of that. All these ways that you act is in you. It's coming from your ancestral soil. It's coming from your ancient deities that's in you. It's also coming from your Noah's Ark, right? Okay, so this Noah's Ark is also the womb, right? So let's talk about this womb. So this womb is this ark that was created. And this womb was created to carry male and female. That's why on this womb it has two sides. Do you see the two sides on the womb? That's the horns. So the two sides is for male and female. You see the two sides of the womb? Okay, so this ark is also created to carry these life forms, these zodiacs. So you know within the womb, a mother can give life to this baby. This baby could be an Aries. This baby could be a Gemini. This baby could be a Virgo. It could be a Capricorn. So when we say that this baby can be any one of the animals in the zodiac or in the, like when we're talking about animal natures, we're talking about any animal nature life form can come through this woman's womb. This baby can come through here acting any kind of way. So when this baby comes here, this baby is going to be full of what we call personalities. Many different personalities. Why? Because this baby, so Noah's Ark, Noah gathered up all these different animal spirits. Noah gathered up all these different species and beings. Some of the animals he even put more of them, like animals that he was going to hunt or animals that was going to be sacrificed, he had to put more of them in there. So you have to think these animal natures or personalities. We talked about this on the live the other day when we talked about Dream, the movie. In the movie, okay, in the movie they had to learn the intelligence of the animals. Like, if they said that they were going to use the venom of a serpent, they had to know what kind of animal can counteract that serpent venom, like a mongoose. So they had to be able to know the intelligence of what animal can conquer what animal. That's nature, being able to know, if this animal get out of line, what animal can keep that animal in line? What animal can keep that animal in line? Those are the laws of nature, right? Those are being in tune with nature because nature got laws. We watched the what is it? The Book of Life. What is it called? The Jungle Book. And in the Jungle Book, the teacher name is Baloo. Baloo is the bear, which is the sky. And the bear is the great bear, which is the great teacher. Now, the great teacher teaches you. He taught Mowgli, like, you have to keep the law of the jungle in your heart. You gotta respect all animals in the jungle. You gotta live in harmony with all animals in the jungle. See, most of us hear the story of Noah's Ark, and we can't fathom in our mind how all these animals was coexisting together in one place. Because we don't understand respecting one another. We don't understand living in unison. We don't understand living in harmony. See, these animals was able to coexist with one another because they was not at war with each other. They was actually in paradise. They was actually in the jungle. They was actually in heaven, and that's what the jungle is. The jungle is spiritual, and it's in you. And it's where all these different life forms can coexist together. Because you have all these different energies that are inside of you that have to coexist together in harmony. You have to think about it. Yo mama said, let's do a little math right quick. Just because we talking about Noah's Ark, but I want you to see how magical you are. So let's say, for instance, you, whatever your zodiac is, and whatever energy you resonate to. An example, I'm a lion, I'm a Leo. So I'm going to say I'm a Leo Jaguar, because you know I'm on my Jaguar stuff. But I'm going to say I'm a Leo Jaguar. Okay? So, with that being said, I got a mother and I got a father. Let's say, for instance, let's just say my father is a gorilla spirit. Let's say my mama is a tiger spirit. Okay? So let's say my mother, she got a mother and a father. So let's say her mother got um a mongoose spirit. Let's say her father got a ram spirit. So my father, he got a mother and father. His mama got an elephant spirit. His father got an eagle spirit. I'm gonna go back one more generation to my my grandma. Well, you pretty much get it, because we'll be here all day. I keep going. But do you understand me calling myself a Leo Jaguar? I would be connected to this gorilla spirit of my father, this tiger spirit of my mother, this mongoose spirit of my grandma, the ram spirit of my granddaddy, the elephant spirit of my grandma, and the eagle spirit of my granddaddy. And then I will go on to the next set of parents, so on and so forth, and so on and so forth, right? So when we connect all these different energies that are living with us, this gonna end up being a jungle. Cause we already got a mongoose, a ram, an elephant, an eagle, a gorilla, a tiger, and a jaguar. We didn't do the wolf and the other, we would have kept going. We would have got around to them too, right? So all of these spirits which dwell inside your mansion of souls, they dwelling within you, right? So the only way they gonna dwell in peace is if you learn the laws of the jungle. You gotta learn the laws of the universe and teach it to them. Because you got to be Mowgli. You got to be the man cub that bring peace to the jungle. You got to be the one that balance out the jungle. You the jungle. You the one that got to teach the law to yourself. You the one that got to master the law for yourself. You the one that got to have the covenant. Right? Because when God and Noah established this covenant, they became a rainbow. That rainbow is consciousness. That consciousness is awareness, is brilliancy. So, the soul is created for soul purposes. The soul created your personality. The soul attracts people to you as karmic lessons. The soul attracts people to you as dormant lessons. The soul attracts people to you for you to grow, evolve, to love, to learn how to love. For whatever purpose the soul needs to attract somebody to you or from you, it will do that. The soul, when the soul no longer has use for your personality, the soul will destroy your incarnation, and this becomes the death of your flesh and the death of your personality. And then the soul will reincarnate itself as the soul, and it will create a new personality, a new earth, a new heaven, a new being, a new covenant, a new consciousness. The soul is also a primordial being. The primordial being is what forms us. The womb is where this reincarnation takes place. The womb is also what we know as the cosmic wheel of fortune. Because from this womb is where you get your birthday. From this womb is where you get your mother, your father, your soul contract. This womb is where your judgment is. Your soul returns through the zodiac. And your sun sign becomes your divine nature, your personality, your circumstances, your situations, your traits, your characteristics that was inherited. This is called ancestral karma, whether it's good or whether it's bad. It's still yours. And it's ancestral. It's ancient. It was passed on. You have 23 chromosomes from your mother's side, 23 chromosomes from your dad's side. And these chromosomes is genetic information that has been passed on to you, which is your Ark of the Covenant. So you are Noah's Ark. And you do carry the Ark of the Covenant. It's in your DEA. So you are the heaven and the earth that has passed away and reestablished itself and will pass away and reestablish itself. You are the great flood that has happened and that will happen again. You went through the 40 days and 40 night gestational period of being inside your mother's womb for 40 weeks. the 40 dark nights of the soul. It talks about during the mourning process that the soul is around the family for 40 days and 40 nights. These 40 days and 40 nights that's documented that the soul is around the body during the grieving process is literally the 40-week gestational period of somebody reincarnating, bringing the baby back. Gestational period. They in Noah's Ark. Noah means to be at rest. When you no longer present in the body, you are back inside of Noah's Ark, recreating and reestablishing a covenant, which is a soul contract with a new mother, a new father, a new flesh, a new being, a new soul, a new heart, new issues, new tissues, new organs, a new everything. Noah's Ark was created to preserve Noah's bloodline. Noah's Ark was created to preserve Noah's lineage. Noah's Ark was created to continue Noah's bloodline's life. So you are a continuation of your ancestral bloodline because you are Noah's Ark. You are the survivors of the flood because you are Noah's Ark. Do you understand? It's spiritual. You understand why you on the ark, why you got the covenants. You understand the seven principles of the rainbow, which is the seven laws of nature. You understand the seven, which is God, which is completion, which is you. So I give gratitude to everybody that liked, that hearted, that shared. Yes. So like I said, I got the ebook available if you want the ebook. Because yes, I got ebooks. I'm just pulling out old material, putting it back up here. So, because I deleted all my videos, remember? So, I just pulled it all out. Just pulled out my booklets that I wrote. So now I just put them in booklet, e-booklet form, so they ready. So this is a short, sweet, to the point video. Make sure you go watch the deity video as well. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay, yes. I think I'm yo. I don't know if you can still reach me on my website. I gotta get my domain information together so people could reach me on my email. Then I mean, on my own website, and I could just email it to you like that. I could get it to you like that. But I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get it to you. But I'll figure that out. But yes, so all right, beautiful people. I will talk to y'all, beautiful souls, real soon. So yeah, peace. Yes, I heard you. Okay, I'm actually I got some this weekend. I'm gonna go live on I'm gonna go live on YouTube and let y'all see. But I am gonna attempt to make my book. I got all the stuff, so I'm gonna attempt to make it into a book because my little nieces and nephews and my little cousins need this information, and I've been sending them e-booklets, but they want physical books. So I told them I'm gonna make them a book. So I'm gonna make my book this weekend. If it look like something, I will definitely share. I do not mind making y'all a physical book too if it look like something. Now if it look like a kindergarten science project, I'm still gonna show y'all so we can laugh. But I'm not gonna be selling nobody nothing that look like that. But if it look like a real book, we in the money, y'all. But if not, we all gonna laugh together. It's gonna be a funny laugh. But we'll all see. So I'll talk to y'all real soon. I'm waiting on my package to get delivered. So as soon as it get delivered, we gonna see if we gonna laugh or if we gonna get this done. All right, beautiful people, and I will talk to y'all real soon. Peace.